Hi everybody and welcome to day 3 of our bowling game challenge. Today we're going to make an elephant. For the elephant you need one toilet roll pole and some scrap cardboard. The elephant features are a little bit more tricky than some of the other ones, but I'll walk you through it step by step. So the first thing you need is your toilet roll pole. I've coloured mine green. I know elephants are grey, but I just thought I'd have a green elephant. I've also used 2 different shades of green for colouring him in. I used a darker shade of green for the pole and then a lighter shade of green for all of his features. So that's the pole coloured in. So the first thing we're going to make are the elephant's ears. So to make his ears, you make a big C shape and then 3 curly edges on his ear, and that gets you the elephant's ear. Now what I did to make sure that both of my ears were the same, I drew the first ear, coloured it in and cut it out, and then I placed it down on my piece of card and I used it as a template. I drew around it again to make the second ear exactly the same. So that's his ears. Once you have his ears coloured and cut out, you bend a little bit of the edge of his ear, just like that. So that's the first one. And you do the same thing with the second one. You just bend in a little bit of the edge. That's so that when you stick your elephant's ears on, they will stand up. Bit of glue on the little tabs that you've made, and then put his ears in place. Now I think I said already yesterday, because you're using PVA, you may need to hold them in place for a couple of seconds so they don't fall off. Just take your time, there's no rush. So the next thing then we're going to make are the elephant's little feet. And his little feet are made by making an arch with a line. And again, if you want them to be perfect, you can make one little foot and then cut it out and draw around it to make the other one. When you have it all coloured in then, and I'm using my lighter shade of green for all of his features. You take your time and do a really nice job colouring it in. Give him 2 little toes by drawing 2 little straight lines, and then you can cut them out. And then his 2 little feet go on the bottom. And because the pole is curved, you will need to hold these in place to get them down completely flat. But I'm just going to pop them there for now so that I'm not wasting your time. Then we're going to give him 2 big eyes. So for his eyes, 2 big circles attached together. And then my poor little elephant is cross-eyed, so he gets 2 eyeballs in the centre of the circles, like that. And then you cut them out. You will have to be careful cutting them out. Again, some glue on the back and pop them in place and hold them down till they're dry. You will only have to hold them for a couple of seconds, but it's just so that they're flat in place. And the last thing then you make for your elephant is the elephant's trunk. So for his trunk, you make a circle and then a long shape, and then another circle on the bottom of it, just like that. And again, you colour it all in green, and when you have it coloured in, glue on the back. And when you're placing his trunk, just very slightly overlap it over the end of his eyes so that it looks more 3-dimensional. His trunk would be in front of his eyes, So just place it ever so slightly in front of his eyes. And that's your elephant. Day 3 of your bowling game. Bye!